coming to you live on your chin. Oh, kid. Oh. This is the Goin Deep Show.
Fighting for evil because good is dumb. I'm the kid. This is the Goin Deep Show. Hi. Hi, everybody. I notice I keep saying that faster and faster every time I record these podcasts. I think it's because I feel like I'm getting older and I got to talk quicker and say whatever I need to say and get it out of my head. Tonight's a very special episode of the program. We've a close personal friend of ours here. We're going to talk about celebs and things. We used to do a celebrity segment back in the day. We had this crazy woman called Chesticles who used to come in and do celeb talk, and she would always talk about Kim Kardashian's fat ass and a bunch of other bullshit. We're not going to talk about that, Kim Kardashian's fat ass, unless this person has actually met it and saw it, maybe. But joining me, Silverback, of course.
Hello there.
And the man who has his mitts in all of the celebrity stuff. J-Bird, what's up, big guy?
Thanks for having me, guys. I've been hearing a lot about this show. I've actually heard of the show, but now to actually be in it is pretty cool. So I appreciate you inviting me, kid, and Silverback. It's always a pleasure being around you as well.
All right, first of all, stop being so fucking polite.
We've been talking about this for a long time. We really have.
Have you?
Yeah, we have. I've been wanting it. He came in here one time to after one of our events that we have that we know this person through, and he changed in here in the studio, and you were like, the first time he came in here, we were just like, what the hell? What is going on in here? What's up with all this nonsense? This is where we get girls to come in and do dirty things. That's what we do. Haven't done that in a while.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking around here, and I don't see any.
Tonight we have a sausage party. So it's probably you sell it with pussy, and it comes into a sausage party.
Wait a minute.
I'd like to bring my dick out in public. What the fuck? It's important to kids see that kind of shit.
What did I get myself into?
No, but Silverback, we didn't have the girls bringing the girls around because there was that maniac blonde fucking chick that kept like going, you know, and I got reprimanded every time I wanted to get some pussy, and she kept that hovering over me. You know, these bitches do this shit. They're like, you're gonna do what I want because I got the pussy. That's how these chicks roll, man. You know it is. It's true.
That's why I've been single so long.
I got nothing.
So Jaybird is a what's your proper title? Is there a proper title for what you do? You're an autograph collector. Is that the best way to say it, or what do we say?
Yeah, I think that's probably the best way. But, you know, like a lot of people say collector, and when they say collector, then they're talking about someone who sells it. For me, I just have fun meeting the people and then getting the autographs, but I keep all my stuff. So I consider myself a collector, but It's funny, though, that you'll hear a lot of the celebrities will say, you're just collecting this stuff, and what they mean by that is you're collecting it to sell it on eBay. And that's not the case with me. For me, it's a thrill.
It's a cool thing to do. It's fun to have these interactions with people. And so do you recall the first time you like the first celebrity that you actually, you know, got a signature from or met?
I think it probably goes back to June 1985. I was at a baseball card show, and they had a couple Hall of Famers there. One was Bob Feller, and actually the other one wasn't a Hall of Famer, but he was a very good Tiger. And Norm Cash was a very tough autograph at the time, and still is. You just don't see a lot of Norm Cash stuff out there. So the thing that was weird about it is once I started doing that, it was like my cocaine. I was just instantly hooked. It was just crazy.
There's something about the interaction with people you see on TV. And back when we grew up, Silverback, it was 3 channels. It was not a lot of stuff than MTV and cable and all this stuff. And it was. Wait a minute, you only had 3 channels?
We had
2.
We had Fox 66. Because Fox 66 on Saturday mornings at noon they had Kung Fu Theater. It was a very important 4th channel.
Okay, 4 channels. Fox 66 was there. I get it. But yeah, we grew up in a really unique time in history because you went from not very many sources of entertainment to this overwhelming amount of entertainment. If you went from like our parents, black and white TVs. We grew up with MTV, and the 80s were not crazy and all this stuff.
We had a black and white TV, like one of the smaller ones, like in our kitchen when we were having dinner. Don't fucking say it. So Marty
McFly.
Yeah.
Those are not reruns.
But the thing is, though, we grew up in a time where the celebrity was almost... The celebrities back in the day were radio celebrities, some TV celebrities, I Love Lucy's way back in the day. But we grew up in a time, I think, where that was really unique, where you can actually have a festival based around it like we do in 80s Fest. You can't have a 90s Fest where you can have a bunch of emo people cutting themselves and shit. You're not going to have that, But we grew up in a time where it was Excess. It was like Miami Vice. There was all these like kind of cultural things that were very unique, I think, don't you?
Absolutely.
And that sets the pace, I think, for like, just take the VCR, for instance, okay? You used to have to rent the VCR, and you would watch a movie, and then you rewind it, and you'd watch it again. You know what I mean? No kid does that nowadays. My kid sees a YouTube clip, she's not even going to watch it 2 times. They don't memorize anything. They don't watch a movie. They watch a movie barely once. They're looking at their screen while the movie's going on. They don't even look twice at that stuff.
I'm guilty of that now, but
yeah, so I do too. I find myself doing the same thing. So I think we went from not having a ton of ways to consume media to having a lot, and now it's just an overwhelming amount of it.
And it's so fast, like everything is out there. If something goes down around a celebrity, it's on TMZ or it's out there like immediately. So you hear about it. Where in the past it might take a week or a couple days at least to hit the newspaper, but now it's just everything is instant.
Twitter, fuck that shit.
Yep, all of
Twitter jacked it up. It did.
But it's good in that it warns us not to party with Cardi B.
Not to.
You haven't been following that?
Dude, I haven't. I mean, I just reactivated my Facebook account like yesterday, dude. I was off Facebook for like a year, so I haven't even I reactivated it yesterday, and I'm just
huge in the Twitterverse right now.
What is going on?
Apparently, when she was a stripper, she would pick up dudes.
There's nothing wrong with that.
But she would take them home.
And she would cut them.
No, she would drug them, and then she would
steal all their shit.
She would. But she'd also in that time she had a transgendered or a transvestite that looked similar to her would come in and sexually assault the dudes, so they thought they were having sex with Cardi B while she was fucking robbing them.
Are you serious? That's a real thing.
She's admitted it on social media, and now
why would she do such a thing?
And she said, "Well, I was young, and it was a different time, and I was trying to make it." And so there's this big growing movement, and like, dude. Fucking Bill Cosby did this shit back when he was selling Jell-O, and he's in prison,
dude.
And now they're like, they need to hold her accountable too.
I was just gonna say she must have learned that from Bill Cosby.
# me too. That's crazy, dude. When did that just recently happen? I'm completely
last week or so.
I'm completely out of the loop when it comes to this.
I found it. I saw a meme that showed like the last scene of The Fresh Prince, where he's standing in that empty room, and the thing says. When you wake up from a date with Cardi B. It's kind of poignant. Let's do some research.
Yeah. Wow. So that's nutty. First of all, what the hell is she doing? Like readily just admitting to that. She's a millionaire now. Yeah. She made a ton of money.
That's not something you should admit to, even if you know you are guilty.
That's nuts. That's fucking crazy, man. How do we transition into the craziest celebrity that you've met? Maybe I don't know that because that
was all Silverback there.
Okay, so I kind of the most interesting things about what you're doing when you meet these people.
So Jay Bird, are you saying you've never been drugged and had sex with a transgender?
Well, I can't say that for sure, but as far as I'm aware of, I
thought you said
you trying to tell me something?
I thought you said you lived a life.
He hangs out with Cardi B a little.
He's gonna go home and check his scrapbook of Cardi B real close.
You ever met Cardi B?
No.
Do you know if you could pick her out of a lineup? Could you pick out who Cardi fucking B is?
Honestly, I don't think I could.
I might be able to because she talks ghetto. She's got a little ghetto talk, and she was on Howard Stern. I saw her on
there. She says the She doesn't say okay. She says
she's got a big old ass, I guess, right? She's a big old booty.
Yeah, she's a stripper. That was what she did before she became big.
So I need her to talk then to pick her out.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was.
You can probably smell her cooch from a mile away.
Oh my God! No.
She's the one that did the Pepsi commercial at the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah,
When they
I know
said,
you're talking
"Is
about.
Pepsi okay?" and Steve Carell, she's the one that came in and said, "Oh." With the sprinkled or the bedazzled Pepsi.
That's what she does. She starts stealing all your shit.
She does.
I'll take some of this and that.
That's great.
Jesus Christ, man. Ugh. Wonderful. Okay. Now, last night, the reason I got it back on Facebook was because I wanted to see your gallery of celebrities that you've interacted with. To me, one of the bigger ones that I saw you with Bill Clinton. Saw you with George Clooney. Were you with? Was Chris Rock? Did you meet Chris Rock? Was that one of them?
Yeah, I've met Chris Rock. He was in Toronto a few years ago.
Chris Rock, but the one that I jerked to the most, everyone. None of those guys. Elle Macpherson. Elle Macpherson. For crying out loud, man.
What a crazy story with that one. So it kind of starts out this way. Elle is dating this billionaire down in Miami, and this guy has so much freaking money that he sends his freaking kid up to Michigan to play youth hockey. So he doesn't even live with this kid. He sends him up there because he's trying to get him into the NHL, and this poor kid has no clue what he's doing. I mean, he's a decent player, but when you're playing AAA hockey, you're talking about guys, they're going to be in the NHL or at least the OHL, and you got this kid, his dad's just funding his way. But anyway, so Elle Macpherson is dating this guy. And, so we would get an eye of when, I know exactly when those tournaments are, so we'd go check them out. And out of all of them, she came in a couple times, and it was pretty awesome being around her. And she's super nice, so I got a chance to meet her a couple times, got my picture with her, and she signed a bunch of things.
Did you sniff her? You were just like, Elle Macpherson, you smell Australian.
If you look at one of the pictures, it actually has me looking at her boobies. Not that I was trying to, but the guy holding the damn camera won't take the fucking picture. And I'm looking at her, and finally I just stare over, and he finally takes the goddamn picture, and I'm looking at her tits.
Of course.
It's like, I was looking at them on purpose, but, I was just kind of like, don't take the picture at that time. Take it when I'm looking at you,
So, yeah, she's so hot, man. Elle Macpherson, am I right? She's still holding up good.
Can we backtrack for a second?
Okay, let's do it. Backtrack.
Did you notice that on his lead-in, he talked about meeting Bill Clinton and George Clooney and Chris Rock, and then he goes, "But my favorite person to masturbate to." Did you notice? He goes 3 dudes, and then he goes, "But my favorite."
I gotta have a politician. Gotta have a comedian. And who was the other one?
The Silver Fox, George Clooney.
Yeah. Come on, who doesn't jerk to Clooney?
Well,
this is a weird lead-in.
It was my first show. I didn't really want to bring it up. I'm kind of hoping to maybe be on another episode, so I'm just trying to be nice tonight.
I try, man. Sometimes it's hard to jerk to Clooney.
Well, at least, hey, I hope
got to throw in the Batman.
I hope you're not doing it to Trump, though. Please tell me you're not.
You ever bump into that motherfucker?
Yeah.
Actually, you have.
Long before he was running, long before it. He did a book signing, I'm guessing maybe 6-7 years ago at the Trump Towers, and it was just chaos. But yeah. And
what is it about this guy that people just...
I don't get it.
Because even myself, I try in my news feed, I'll go in and I can pick if I like it or I dislike it. Any headline that comes in, I'm like, don't show me any more of that. I just don't need it. I don't want to. Which sucks because... he's going to make a decision. It's going to be the wrong one, and some shit's going to fucking go down.
Well, his decisions are all based on what helps him out. It's not about you. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's what's going to be best for him and his interest and his corporations.
It's really brought to light how many dumb people are in and I don't mean just if you vote for him, you're dumb, but those people, his base that really, no matter what he says, dude, no matter what political party you're affiliated with, if someone fucks up, if you have any intelligence, they fucked up, know? Mm-hmm. So, a real, if you were an intelligent Democrat, you'd say, Hillary Clinton, she's pretty crooked. She fucked up. Republicans should say the same, but those people that when he said, when he ran, he's like, well, I'm not going to tell you how I'm going to do it, but if you elect me, we're going to build a wall and Mexico is going to pay for it. And people just jumped on board. And now he's saying the same thing. I'm not going to tell you how I'm going to do it, but if you vote for me in 2020, I'm going to replace Obamacare. And people are like, yeah! Like, don't you fucking remember just a couple years ago? Are you serious? Did you not play football with helmets? What is going on in the South that people are...
Can you imagine if he was a Democrat, what the Republicans would be saying about him? Just think about that for a second.
That's true. It's very true.
About
it is.
I just love, though, the audacity that, he'll say something, and then 2 weeks later he'll deny he ever said it. And they'll, like, bring up his tweet, or they'll bring up his video, and he's like, fake news. And people are like, yeah, fuck them, fake news. Like, dude.
Like what, they're overdubbing him?
Are you illiterate? All they're doing is showing a news clip. How could
do
you
they not have a brain? Do they have a brain in their
news?
head?
Fake news. And everyone's yelling fake news, fake news. Like, I'm going to start doing that whenever someone says something shit that I'm like, fuck, fake news.
When a kid's talking back to you, just say fake news.
Fake news, man. Let's talk a little bit about what's on tap. We usually hit on what we're drinking tonight. We went over and grabbed some fat tires. I got a fat tire, and Silverback, I thank you for pointing this out because this is the fucking shit right here.
It's pretty good.
The KBS by Founders. It is just a beautiful thing.
We're not speaking right now.
No. You and the KBS are not speaking?
Yeah, I did a 4-pack in one night with
Did you shit your brains out drinking this?
Well, I think it was between that and the fact that I was drinking it with my apple pie. That did not.
It's you still got it, man.
Oh, I know. It's the first time I've ever had to put myself in timeout. I'm like, that's it. Fucking, you're going to your room.
I've done that. Do you remember the first time you got drunk? Remember the first time you got drunk?
2 weeks ago.
Fake news.
Fake news.
First
time I got drunk, I remember it was at a party, and I remember going into the bathroom, and you have that moment where you're staring at yourself like Vincent Vega in Pulp Fiction, right? You're looking at yourself, you're like, all right, and you're staring at your face, you're wondering what the fuck's going on. Like, what was it? Do you remember when the first time you got drunk?
Yeah, I did. I do. It was in college, actually.
What were the circumstances there? Bunch of whores around you, sticking beers down your throat. They want to hook up with Silverback.
No, we were playing a drinking game in my dorm, and
what drinking game is played back then? Because this is before beer pong.
We were playing.
Was this in the 60s?
We're playing assholes and president.
What's that?
President and asshole.
Trump?
No, that's the same thing.
Oh, okay.
We were playing like one person's president, one person's the asshole. And it's like a card game or something. I forget. But then like you can, like the president can make anyone drink. And then there's a whole set of rules like the left of the president, the right of the president.
Do they still play this game?
I don't know. They got so many games now.
Was this a card game?
Yeah. It had
I think I played that in college.
Yeah.
And you had cards, you dealt them out, and
Yep.
like you got the last person's, like
Yeah,
there was
and then-
twos and aces or something that were like the best cards.
Yep.
And you got their two best cards, and then you passed off your two worst cards.
Yep.
So the president was always president, basically.
It was really hard to not be president.
Yeah. Once you got up
An
there.
asshole got really shit-faced really fast. So, but we were playing that, and someone had tequila.
Oh,
And
God.
Fuck.
There's always one of them.
Tequila always kills.
But you know what tequila does to women?
Oh, yeah.
Makes their clothes
Their
fall
clothes
off.
go flying right off.
I
true.
wasn't paying attention that
Yeah.
night.
We're going to have to remember that next
You were
time.
looking at the guys, weren't you?
Clooney's. He was bringing the Clooney's in.
$20 is $20. See, it works. It works in any situation.
Works every fucking time.
You just got yourself out of that one, eh?
That was my first, like, I broke down a door that night because I had to vomit. Well, I went to go to the bathroom, and I'm a big dude, and the bathroom was locked.
Dude, you weigh 120 pounds. Who the
know.
fuck are you fooling?
That's my left
He
leg.
shits 120 pounds. What are you talking about?
So like the bathroom door was locked. I'm like, no, that's not going to work. So I put my shoulder into it, and I found out it was locked because there was a girl pissing in there.
Uh-oh.
So I just
What, didn't you ask her to join her?
No,
Come on, dude, you could have got hooked up that night.
True story. Actually, I picked her up off the toilet and sat her over the
The sink.
I sat her over the bathtub. I said, I remember saying, I said continue, and then I vomited in the toilet.
I was gonna say if you had to just pee, you just spread her legs open a little wider, and you just stick your dong right in between them.
I was vomiting.
You might do a twofer for that.
I still to this day, like if I smell tequila, it makes me sick to my stomach.
Isn't that something?
I have some tequila.
Yeah.
I have some tequila issues as well.
That and the other one is what the fuck is the Southern Comfort.
A lot of people did some Southern.
I love Southern Comfort.
Oh, I had too many puke nights on that. Too.
Yeah. It's amazing that I ruined a lot of Bacardi rums, 151 and regular. Just once you puke with something, you just can't drink it anymore. You can't even smell it like you're saying.
I had a problem with OJ for a while just because I got drunk after a wedding one time drinking.
Fucking racist.
Yeah, can you believe that?
Oh wait, the juice.
Oh yeah, see.
Still racist.
Still bring it in, man. God, we told you not to talk about OJ.
Did you meet OJ?
I have not met him, but I do have his autograph.
How did you? So do you?
Don't let him find out.
Shit. He'll still.
Actually, this is a great story.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so back when obviously when OJ was in prison, he signed some cards for who was it? Signature Rookies, I believe. So they did a signing with him, and he did, I don't know, I'm going to guess maybe 5,000 cards or something. And so I was able to get one of those back in the day, going back to, I'm guessing around like 94, 95, something like that. So that was kind of cool. So I have a murderer in my collection. I also have some porn stars too, but we can talk about that at another time.
Oh, AVN Awards, you go to that and get those? How do you get the porn stars?
I wish I did, man. I know a guy in Detroit who quietly goes to the show.
Quietly?
And he meets them all, which would be kind of cool. That's
So
in
wait a minute,
Vegas.
you get porn signatures by proxy? Dude,
No. Hang on. We'll talk about that in another episode. So we're gonna make people tune in.
Oh, the lead.
We can't give out everything good in the first
show,
one
and
here.
he's already giving teasers.
Yeah, we're gonna make you come back.
No, we've been talking about this for a long time. He's got some stories that we're sitting on a little bit. We got some stuff that we're gonna bring him in and be we were talking like once a month, kind of bringing him in to do because how often are you going and attempting or getting, like, how successful are you on a month to month or week to week or basis? What do you like? What's your this is the time of the year where do you start doing it a little bit more, or
weather does affect it, but hey, I mean, I live in an urban city. I can literally go out basically 3 to 4 times a week if I wanted to. I don't do that with a family. So for me, the best way I can explain this, for me, this hobby is, you guys know this, because when you walk between those white lines, the world goes away. When I'm doing my autographs, the world goes away. Everything is gone. All I am is focused on is that person. So for me, it's a complete high. So instead of going and doing cocaine or whatever, snorting things,
that's
up my
our
nose,
white lines. Those are our white lines.
Yeah. So I'm out there with a Sharpie in my hand, and that's what I do to escape the world. So yeah, I can do it as much as I want to. I can do anything I want to, basically living in a major city. So I probably go out right now maybe once or twice a week. I've kind of taken it back a little bit with my kids are getting older. I got one son in college, and I got a daughter that's a couple years away from being out of high school. So I'm trying to enjoy my time with them, because pretty soon, my son, he's going to be in California probably. He's a genius, and my daughter's really smart. So I'm not going to have much more time with them.
Yep.
Cute cats in the cradle.
Okay, listen, not the other day, Thanksgiving weekend, you get a hold of me, and you're like, what are you doing Saturday? Saturday after Thanksgiving. You remember this?
Not really, but yeah.
It's a hold of me. My parents have the Thanksgiving on the Saturday afterwards, right? So he's like,
that's right.
He gets a hold of me. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I got to go to my parents' thing on Saturday. He says, well, Cheech and Chong are flying in, local. I'm like, what? Seriously? Cheech and Chong flying in.
This is a time, man, where you could have seen it in action.
I know it, man.
And you're fucking whacking off to Bill Clinton.
No, Bill Clinton's just his foreplay. He gets serious. He gets serious with Clooney.
Something with the gray hair, man.
Do you think he's got a picture of you like on a Silverback? Do you think he's got a picture of you like on his ceiling at night?
Shirtless.
Yeah.
It's like the Costanza pose. You're Costanza posing.
It's not
right?
a picture either. It's a mural.
I met
You met Jason Alexander.
He's great, man.
So tell me, I really, really, really wanted to go. In fact, I was about to, when I got to my parents, I was about to walk up to my dad and be like, Dad, I kind of wanted to take him.
I gave you a time, dude. We have the time down.
I know, but the thing was, it was like right when my mom's going to drop the turkey on the goddamn TV on the table. What am I supposed to do? Be like, Dad, let's go for a ride. We're going to meet Cheech and Chong. I mean, who's fucking going to believe that? Nobody's going to believe that.
Yeah, some things you just can't make up, though.
And sure enough, man, I'm sitting there and he sends me pictures like, hey, look, here it is. Here's what you missed, motherfucker. I'm like, God damn it, seriously? But how cool would that have been, getting a picture of my Mexican dad with Cheech and Chong?
They would have probably smoked one with you.
Dude, that would have been hilarious.
I've heard Cheech is like super laid back. Like,
they both.
Tommy, man, Tommy Chong.
Yeah, Tommy's going through some health things, but I think he's okay.
I always said I've always looked at Tommy Chong and thought to myself, being a Hispanic male, that if I looked like Tommy Chong when I got older, I'd be like, okay, I'm cool with that. He's a good looking dude. He can fit in there with Clooney and those guys.
He's Mexican?
No.
He's not?
No.
He's fucking, what, Asian?
Chong.
Yes.
Chong.
He's from, yeah.
But he looks like a goddamn Mexican.
He's Mexican.
No, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what he looks like.
Mexican.
He doesn't. No. But he doesn't. He looks like a goddamn Mexican. I'm just saying. He's like if you age gracefully. Do you want to look like your dad? I don't know if I look like my dad when I get older. You know what I'm saying? But there's a chance I'm going to. You look like your dad a little bit.
That hurts.
You do. You look like your dad. Your dad's held together all right. For how old is he?
I don't know. 70, 71.
70s, dude.
I appreciate that you think I look like a 70-year-old.
Are we gonna? Not right now. I'm not talking right now, dude. Not talking right now. I'm talking when we get old.
Okay.
If we get old,
I'm trying to be
my
nice
cholesterol.
right now.
My cholesterol's way the fuck up. I don't even know. I'm not gonna make it.
Tongue.
If you make it to 50, 60, 80, what are you thinking? What do you think you're gonna make it to? How old do you think you're gonna live?
I'm hoping I make it to my next paycheck. It's a rough life out there right now. I got like 2 years before I can retire, and
You got a vasectomy. You can't sell sperm either.
I just want to get out there. I can shoot. I don't have to tell them I have a vasectomy.
What are you gonna walk in there like I'm ready to go?
I still big loaded, baby.
Shirt a bunch of blanks.
They don't know it's blanks till I'm gone and paid. It's not like they pay you after they do the check. It's like
Let's
2 hours later.
Silverback, get your ass back here.
It's still white and creamy. They're like, wait a minute.
Look at how many goddamn milliliters this motherfucker's filling up.
It's not like they have some detector back there going, hold on.
Oh my God.
Hold on.
Wait a second.
This
Help.
guy's shooting blanks.
This doesn't.
Help.
This doesn't taste like normal load.
Is there an abort button that can hit?
This tastes like tequila.
Where's the bathroom? I gotta throw up.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What the hell? We went off the rails real fast right there. This shit is so
I blame
good.
Jaybird.
Hey, it's always my
It's
fault.
all your fault, dude.
Even when it's not my fault, it's my fault.
Some people take it, man. Take the blame. Dude, but so, like, if you had, like, one memory, like, your most memorable, the one that was kind of just this weird circumstance where everything kind of lined up and you were like, boom, right place, right time. Do you have one of those, like, the be all end all kind of story?
There was let's see if I can pull this together really quick. There was one night where just on fire. It was crazy. Everything just lined up. We walked into James Franco, and right after we got James Franco, we're walking down the street, and here comes Mila Kunis. And we get Mila Kunis, and then we go over to this other venue, and there's I can't think of her name now, but it was a pretty popular singer like the young girls would know. But we hit all these people, these three people, literally within 10 minutes. And it was just a magical night, and it never works like this. Usually you spend hours sitting out in front of a hotel or whatever, but this night, man, it was just crazy how everything just lined up, and it just doesn't happen very often. That's when you're in like the zone, if you know what I mean, in the sports world. In the zone.
Bring that shit. Silverback. It's final word time.
I'm just waiting on the teaser. He's talking about porn. Let's get to the next episode.
We got one episode. We got another episode coming here. We're gonna do some porn talk. And everybody here on the show, this is what we talk about. We talk about titties and ass and Sarah Jean Underwood's shaved vaginas.
I don't even know who this. I got to see this.
Oh, you
girl.
gotta
I don't
see
know.
it.
You gotta look her up, man, because I'm telling you, all I could think about when she was standing next to me with her arm around me was she's got a bald beaver.
Bald pussy, motherfucker. Everybody's kid, this is the Goin Deep Show. Let's give a final word. You got anything to final say here? We got the last few seconds of the program.
Well, thanks for having me, kid, and I look forward to being on the show a little bit more.
Silverback, anything for you?
Wow, she's hot.
If you want to reach the program, send an email. Studio Goin Deep Show, 989-3310 kid. Hit it up. See you guys soon. Chill to the next one.